It's before Fox News went live with their debates. And at that point, it was no longer Trump versus his ops. It became a head-to-head match between...
Yeah. Okay, so here's the question, right? So what happened? Okay, so this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
The camera doesn't move.
You son of a bitch.
You.
Please don't cancel us, no. Please don't cancel us. We're talking fake news and conspiracies. Come on, please don't cancel us. And though our subjects are all sensitive, come on, please don't cancel us.
Hey.
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 Hey, what's up? It's Wednesday evening.
It's Sunday.
Morning.
It's Sunday.
It's for us it's Sunday, but when it gets released it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning in the US, but
And
Wednesday
today on the
evening
news, what
in
happened?
Europe. What happened in the news? Do you have any news stories?
No.
Well,
Actually, I do. If you want to watch a news story. You're going to just jump into it.
sure, we can do that.
Sure,
Or we
put
can
your headphones on.
Yeah. Show me the news.
But I showed you this one already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, Dylan Page. Look.
What about Dylan? Oh, yes.
You want to watch it or no?
Well, let's watch it and then
Because I feel like the podcast is going to go in a very political direction if we just
start with that.
start with this.
But you were watching...
I apologize for the room noise. I'll fix the audio soon.
You were watching something else that you wanted to show me today.
Oh, but that's not news. Look, that's
Is
just
it not
this.
news?
No,
What is
it's
it?
just this.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Like you before.
I'll turn the music off because I don't want to get copyrighted. I was watching it because I was so captivated by how tall this woman is. Look how unbelievably long-legged she is.
Oh, and that's what you wanted to show me.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
Look.
Is she known for being tall? Oh, yeah.
Dude, 203... Dude.
But is she actually?
Yes.
There's another girl that I actually saw. Their whole family is crazy tall. But I feel like they're messing with the numbers a little bit sometimes. What is this? See, I don't know how much of this is real.
I don't know. I know that this blonde chick is legit because, like, you
Yeah.
can't fake that in a video.
Yeah, but she's also wearing... Look at those heels.
Yeah, she's clearly a very tall person also wearing tall heels.
Yes.
She's not a short human being.
No, she's not as short, but...
Look at that. Look at the door frame. She's literally just sitting on the counter like it was just there.
Yeah?
That's very
Yeah,
tall.
very tall.
I'd have to do like one of those gay little hopbacks. Plus the
Yeah.
heels, it's insane.
Yeah, I saw another girl that does the same thing. That's also very, very tall. And her whole family is tall. I just wonder...
Yeah, the thing that I just wonder is like with being with a guy, like what kind of guy, like unless you're into that.
Yeah, there's guys that are into that.
I just feel sorry for her because I feel like, okay, look, I'm going to make a generalization. I just feel like a lot of girls
Yeah.
/ women
Yeah.
like having somebody bigger and stronger and masculine and
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff. That's just kind of like, you need to move over that way.
Yeah, but then I'm here.
Oh, well, then you
So-
really messed up your camera angle, huh?
Yeah. Am I in the wide, though? Do you still see me?
Yeah. Is this your first day?
Yes, it's my first day.
Yeah. You're in the wide, but I feel like you're getting closer to me with every episode, and I feel like you need to just chill.
Well, I'm far away now.
Good, stay. Look at that.
Yeah. That is very tall.
Look at her. Look, she's above
Yeah.
the door frame. And
Yeah.
yes, she's on her tippy toes. I can see
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I don't know. This just captivated me. What can I say? What is this?
That's so funny that she used that as the front picture, so you'll click it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
thought goes into that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like this one.
Yeah. That's
But
all she does.
But you know another thing about these tall people?
Yeah.
Let's be very honest. Another thing about these very tall people is they don't live long, huh?
How do you know that?
Name a tall person that's like over 60.
Well, I don't know.
Like a really tall person, 60, 70.
But you mean like really tall as in above 2 meters tall?
They don't live long. Historically, like it's a known fact.
But how does that... Wow.
Short people live longer. That's why Asians live forever.
That's why
They don't die.
But what's the science behind that?
Well, think about it. Your heart is pumping way harder to get
Yeah.
blood throughout your gigantic body.
Yeah.
There's just more of you to keep up with. So like your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your lungs, your internal all of your fucking organs are like regenerating cells at a much faster pace because they're trying to keep up with your body. Like your body is just large. It's the same thing. Okay, it's not the same thing, but it's similar to being obese. Like you have so much body mass that it severely deteriorates your lifespan. Because your body's working overtime.
Yeah, but that's because of different things.
Well, it's different in the sense that not only is your body larger and also putting more stress on your joints, your bones, your liver, your organs, it's also like health issues because you got glucose intolerances like diabetes, and you got like all these other health issues that can manifest. You know, you get very weak.
Yeah.
But the general concept is, the taller you are, the less long you live. There's no old people that are tall. They all die.
I want to check that.
Think about people who are old. They're all...
Well, I don't know. They shrink also.
And I go down to the grocery store.
But they shrink, babe.
And I got a cracker. It was very nice.
Jesus.
And now I'm going to walk home. One step at a time.
And it's like, that's your whole fucking day. You got a
Yes.
cracker at the store today.
Yes, that's the whole day.
That's why the older you get, the more you slow down and you shrivel over.
And then eventually you start talking about the weather.
Well, we're going to live forever, so
It's
it's fine.
very warm today.
But
And
you-
yesterday it was also very warm. And the day before that it was also quite warm.
Yeah. Wonderful, babe.
That's what it's like when you're with your grandma. You're like, yes, grandma. Holy shit, you want to do some cocaine?
Not all grandmas are like that.
What would happen? Oh, their heart would just explode. I answered my own question.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I was looking at. Long
Yeah.
Legs McGee.
Oh, wow.
Why didn't she make her Instagram? Hey, shout out to Lucy Tabitha. Lucy.Tabitha. Change your Instagram name to Mummy Long Legs.
Mommy.
And I'm gonna need a 10% cut of all of your profit.
Just
Mummy
for the-
Long Legs. Come on.
Just because of the name.
Just because of the name.
Mommy. Just because of the what? The nam?
The name.
The nam?
The name.
The nam.
The name. Ta-da!
But there was another girl that had the same thing, but then her whole family, they were all tall. But I don't remember which girl this was anymore. I don't remember her.
So let's just quickly isolate that. What you just said, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say it again.
There was another girl, and then her whole family was also tall,
But
but I don't remember her handle. Yeah. So if it's Mommy Long Legs, you'll remember.
so you really add a lot to the show, huh?
Yeah.
There was another instance where this other thing kind of happened that was sort of similar, but I don't remember. Anyway. Do you want to watch this? I want to talk about this.
Okay, then let's
This
watch
little
it.
conspiracy. Here, put your headphones on. I really want to talk about this today. So basically, this is a video where Joe Rogan is talking to this bald guy.
Do you know the bald guy's name?
No, don't know his name. Mr. Bald Man. Mr. Bald Man. You don't have hair.
No.
And if you ever did, then I wouldn't care. Okay, anyway. And they're talking about like nuclear testing videos.
Oh, yeah, but you've shown me this, have you not?
Yes, I know, but we're going to talk about the podcast. And then they have these cameras that are set up in order to catch the footage of these blasts. And I'm just going to I'm going to start the conspiracy theory here. So basically, the theory is they scare us into thinking that we have these world-ending bombs, right? We have 57,000 times the strength of Hiroshima bombs that can just blow up the earth. And
At
if
any moment.
one person pushes the button,
Yeah.
then there's like this giant web of automated systems that all detect this missile, and then they all fire their nukes. It's like a fail-safe.
Yeah.
Russia talks about it, America talks about it, China talks about it. So it's kind of like this thing that's like
Holding-
at any moment we can
yes,
just
we
push
can
a
just
button
die. Yeah.
and the world is ended.
Gonna explode.
Right? And then the conspiracy theory is that that's fake,
Yeah.
that it's all fake. And just watch this and like decide for yourself. But I watched this and I was a little bit like,
But where are these videos from? Like, who made the videos?
the government, the military.
Yeah.
So what they would do is they would go out into the middle of Nevada,
Yeah.
and they would have these testing sites where they would detonate these large bombs, but they would also want to see what kind of impact that would have on a town or a city or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they started building simulation
Yes.
cities, simulation houses. Then they started putting dolls in there with like those crash test dummy stickers to see if you would be able to survive and
Yeah.
should you hide in a bathtub or, you know, like how blah, 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 blah.
To deal with it. But then isn't like nuclear bomb supposed to like implode the whole world?
Implode,
Explode?
explode? What do you mean?
Like, isn't the whole fear factor about this that once someone pushes the button, like, the whole world is gonna just like.
Okay, so here's the misconception. If all of the nukes in the entire planet go off at the same time,
Yeah.
and it's spread out around the world,
Yeah.
it's just going to kill everything on the planet.
Yeah.
The planet Earth is still going to exist, and it's
Yeah.
still going to fucking
Yeah.
fly in the same orbit, which is also something that I want somebody smarter than me to explain to me. Like, why wouldn't it make sense if you collected all of the bombs in the world and put them in one little location and went poof, that it wouldn't shoot the Earth into like a different orbit?
How do you mean?
I don't get that.
I'm confused.
Like, imagine you have a ball,
Yeah.
right? And then imagine you put a firecracker on the ball.
Yeah.
The ball would go that way.
Would it? Or would it just explode that part of the ball?
What do you think? Cool. So, the Earth would still be standing. It's just everything on the Earth would die, and then the Earth would become a nuclear wasteland. And there's a theory that says that already happened on Mars. Because there's this material that's found on Mars, which is so abundant, it's everywhere. And it's usually caused by nuclear explosions.
But is then maybe the theory that there was life on Mars and that's why we can also live on Mars?
No, the theory is that there was life on Mars. We can't live on Mars, we'll die. We need an enclosure. We can't walk around on the surface of Mars.
Oh, but we're all going there, are we not?
Yeah, but they're going to build domes that you can live in. But the theory is that fucking long ago, Mars was a planet like Earth.
Yeah.
And then they just blew themselves up. And then the people that escaped, like the Elon Musks, are now the ones that are like visiting us. And that's why it's been such a long time since this happened that now it's like inhabitable again. So we're trying
Elon
to reach
Musk
out.
is going home.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Most
want to watch
likely.
this, and I want people to decide for themselves.
Here's another conspiracy theory. You've seen all the grainy footage of nuclear test blasts that you've
Sure.
with the
Can you
mushroom
turn it
clouds.
a little more?
And there are always these.
No, turn it.
Yeah.
Here's another conspiracy theory. You've seen all the grainy footage of nuclear test blasts that you've
Sure.
with the mushroom clouds, and there are always these grainy things, and there's all these like little houses lined up and these little trees lined
Yes.
up, and it blows everything down. Yeah. Okay. So here's the question, right? So what happened? Okay. So this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
The camera doesn't move.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
How is that happening? Yet the camera is like
Look.
totally.
Sorry, I need to go back.
How is
Look at that explosion.
Yeah.
happening? Yet the camera is like totally stable and fine.
Oh my god.
And by the way, in the film is fine. The radiation didn't
They
cause
didn't
any.
use digital. They weren't uploading to the cloud. They had film. film that gets fucked
Yeah.
by radiation. So
The film.
Oh my god.
By the way, okay,
When
we'll
was
do
this
this.
meant to have been made? These videos.
50s.
50s.
We'll do the loop one more time here. Let's see the car.
The
Where's
car's
the
right
car?
behind the house. It just showed up.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
it just showed up.
So wait a minute. First of
It
all,
wasn't there.
First of all, where'd the car
No
come
car.
from?
No car.
The second is, does it really look like a
Car.
real, does that look like a real car?
That's insane.
Is that a house
But
or is that
why
like
is that?
is that a 12-inch scale model?
That's what he just said. I'm gonna go back so you can hear.
Yeah, but
that.
I understand
No,
that.
no, no, but other people don't. Listen.
Scale model. Is that a 12-inch scale model?
Is it a scale model?
Right. That does look fake.
Because also the camera didn't move it all either.
You know what it looks like? It looks like
The dust.
the smoke is too big. Watch when it hits.
Like the grains.
Like the volume, like the size of it. It looks small.
I mean, you see,
You know what I'm saying?
Now
I
when
mean,
you
it looks
start
like
looking at
we're
it,
looking
like,
at something that's like a
it's
few
small.
inches
It
tall.
does look like
if
a
you watch like
recreation,
making
like
of
a
Star
little-
Wars,
Yeah,
any of the
yeah.
any movies before CGI,
But even
whenever
watch
they do anything
the-
like that, it's always with
the-
these tiny models.
Yes.
The models
Yeah,
in there, the
this
puppets in
looks
there.
fake as shit.
Let's get another one. It's like, okay, but the
Fake
camera,
as shit.
camera's fine. Like,
That's hilarious.
oh, there's a good.
That's
Wait,
hilarious.
Can you go back? Can you go back?
Which
to,
part?
To the little
Right,
mannequin
that does
sitting
look
down.
fake.
Because also the camera
But
didn't
then
move it
what's
all
the
either.
You know
explanation
what it looks like?
about the car
It looks like
appearing? What's the
the
explanation
smoke
for that?
There is no
too big.
explanation, obviously.
Watch when it hits.
Like, that is so weird. It looks like a little doll.
The volume, like the size of it. It looks small.
I mean, you see,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looks like we're looking at something that's like a few inches tall.
if you watch like making of Star Wars, any of the any movies before CGI, whenever they do anything like that, it's always with these tiny models.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks fake as shit.
Let's get another one. It's like, okay, what the camera's fine.
Yeah, like that looks like a little Barbie doll. I want to see it closer.
Right, like does that look like a life-sized human replica that they created, like a mannequin that you would find in a clothing store?
No.
Or does that look like a very small, like look at this tiny lamp. Like another thing is, I know that this is supposed to be a fake house that's made to be exploded, but I'm sorry, like if you look at the curtains and you look at other stuff here, it feels like it's a replica, like a tiny little
Yeah.
model, right? Like somebody just did that.
Yeah.
I just love it. You son of a bitch. Because it's so true,
So
man. Like
crazy.
it's so easy to just assume
Yeah.
that these videos are real.
Yeah.
And then you start looking into it and they're like,
Yeah, but that's with so many things. It's like
control. They
we're
just control you.
We don't know. We don't know what is
You live in
real.
a round ball. You
Yeah.
can never escape. The Antarctica thing, nobody's like, we have nuclear bombs, so everybody behave. And we've made all of your currency digital. So if you ever say no to something, we'll shut down your bank account.
Yeah. That's the only thing interesting here, that a lot of things are in cash here still.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just not evolved here.
No.
But also, again,
But I
fuck
don't
NATO
know.
is spray painted outside.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, it is like better. Like, who said that? I think, did you show me a video? Or like, I saw a video that said, like, look, if you've got $50 in the bank and they shut down the bank, where is that $50?
It's digital
If you've
currency.
got
You have nothing.
$50 in your hand, they shut down the banks. Where is that $50?
Here's the problem. If you got $50 in your hand and they shut down the banks, you still got nothing. You got a piece of paper. Like,
Yeah.
go take a piece of paper out of that printer
Yeah.
and then try to buy bread with it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. That's why BRICS is so important.
Yeah, because
Well, they're actually in South Africa at the moment
really,
Staying
who's them?
at
they?
the hotel. What do you mean them?
Oh, you didn't tell me this.
I just found out.
What do you mean you just found out?
Like 2 days ago. I forgot to say it. But they're staying at the hotel. They're doing all these conferences. And
Who's they?
I don't know, not the big guys, not
But
the
who-
Putins.
which guys?
Other people that are just there for BRICS and conferences, because they just had this giant gathering in Africa, in South Africa, where they're talking about letting other people in. Like 40 people signed up, like Egypt signed up, or like all of these different
Yeah,
places
you told me
signed up.
that. Yeah.
And they're gonna start. So there was a few main topics of confusion.
Confession.
Of conversation. So AI was huge.
Yeah.
China stated they wanted to be the AI leader.
Yeah. That's scary.
Their new reserve currency is also a big one. They want to roll that out soon.
But what's the name? Wouldn't it just be
That's
like
what they're meeting about. That's what they're meeting about.
the wonton?
And then also about like who's going to join and how it's going to work. But it's getting to the point where, you've woken that sleeping bear. It's out of hibernation now. Like you can't
Yeah.
put it back in the cave.
Yeah.
Like it's awake. What was I going to say? So yeah, with regards to banks shutting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Having a currency that's linked to an actual resource like
Yeah.
gold
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense because
Yeah.
gold's not going anywhere.
No.
And gold has been the same
But then
value
is
since
that
Roman
like-
times.
Is that like a currency linked to gold? That's like you've got all the blocks of gold over there, but we just exchange in paper to show you the value of gold I own.
Mm-hmm.
But then does that gold get transferred to your safe?
No, dude.
Or does your name just get
No.
plastered on it?
So you know, like the whole fake Fort Knox thing, where supposedly they were supposedly had like the biggest gold reserve.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So they have this giant place where they keep a shit ton of gold.
Yeah.
And then it's like the basic concept is yes, they kind of like the value of the money is linked to the value of the gold.
Yeah.
The reason why this is important is because then you avoid America's situation of hyperinflation or overprinting, right? So what America does when they run out of money is they start printing more money.
Yeah. So money that just doesn't exist.
Yeah. What happens is, let's say you
Fake.
have one apple, and one apple is worth one paper dollar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, if you don't have a paper dollar, okay, and you just print another one, it increases the amount of paper dollars that are in the world. So all of a sudden,
Your one
the
pa-
value
your
of
paper
all the
dollar
paper
is
dollars in the world goes
lower.
slightly less.
Yeah.
So what happens to that is the person selling the apple still wants the value of $1.
Yeah.
But now because that dollar is worth less,
Yeah.
now they're going to charge you $1.20.
Yeah.
Because they still need the dollar because they're still running a business.
Yeah.
So they're going to charge you $1.20 because you printed more.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is you keep printing and printing and printing. You print trillions of dollars. And then you artificially prop up your the value of your currency so that it doesn't depreciate, right? Like Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
That's what Zimbabwe had. Like it just got so out of
Yeah,
hand.
I know. You could,
and then
like-
they started printing bills that just had like hundreds of millions
But
of...
why? What's the whole point of that then in the end if it's going to be worth less anyways? Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. So the thing is, like, if you have a currency that's linked to raw materials like gold, for example, you can't do that.
No.
So it's
Then
always
it is
gonna
just what it
It's
is.
gonna be strong,
It's just that amount is going to be circling and that's it.
circulating.
Circulating.
Yeah. So yeah, like if you really want to understand how easily it is to destroy the world,
How easily it is.
how easy it is, you don't have to drop a nuke, dude. You just gotta shut down your banking app.
Then we'll just destroy everybody.
Like imagine if you just ordered food online
Yeah.
and then swipe your card and blip, declined,
Oh my God.
and everything is just declined. What do you have?
Nothing. Your
That's-
assets.
But that's the thing, like, do you have gold, silver? Do you have assets? Do you have anything that's worth real value? Do you have canned soup? Do you have fresh water? Do you have a water purifying system? Do you have a garden? Can you grow food? Do you have solar panels? Can you create energy? Do you have anything of actual value that
Yeah.
you can trade? Like, if we went back to the barter system, I don't know what I would do. I'd be fucked. I'd have to trade, like, in my opinion, the most valuable thing that I have for like soup.
Yeah. For survival.
Yeah, but then the guy who makes soup is like really fucking rich.
Yeah. Because he's got like all the things that he needs.
That's also like about COVID times. All the preppers, the zombie preppers were
Yeah.
like the insane ones. And then when shit hit the fan, they were like, ha!
But I mean, I went to see my friend right before COVID broke out in the US, and she had a cabin with her husband in Colorado. Well, her husband had it with guns and like in the walls, like packaged like food, prepper food. And it's not like he was an insane prepper, but I mean, if shit hit the fan, he had a place to go and, you know, survive. So I don't think it's that bad of an idea.
Did you know that anybody over the age of 60 or 70 still has memories and habits of stocking up on things?
Oh yeah.
Depending on where they lived, yeah. Because it's like a tradition now. It's
Yeah.
like because everybody got fucked.
Yeah.
So then they taught their kids and they taught their kids and there was a fear around it because that shit would regularly
scarcity
happen.
mentality.
Yeah, you'd have to just they just shut down the power and they just shut down the stores and then you're just screwed. Like, hey, war.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but I'll see if I can find it. This is in Germany during the war. And it's an iconic picture that I'll never forget. It was one of a lady. But these are people, okay, with wheelbarrows of money.
Yeah. Money.
Of money going to buy bread.
Why wheelbarrows of money?
Because it's called hyperinflation.
Oh yeah. Oh, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was worth nothing.
It was worth nothing
Oh my god.
to buy bread.
That's crazy.
So Mr. Bread Maker,
What war was this? 2 or 1?
Hitler.
Hitler. Crazy. The thing that I realize now though is that you start wondering about everything that happened in history and what parts of it are true and what parts are not.
Yeah.
Because we're going through some crazy times right now.
What parts are true and what parts are not.
Yeah, like how much about Hitler is true and about his persona and the war, and how much was maybe, I don't know, you don't know. Like,
Crazy, right?
yeah, was there like an
From
agenda there
January to June or July,
also? Yeah,
the value went skyrocketing.
that's crazy.
What is that? 1 trillion? No, that's a million. That's 10 million. No, that's a million. That's 10 million. 100 million. A billion. 10 billion. 100. Yeah, it's a trillion.
Trillion.
A trillion paper marks. A trillion euros. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Or maybe a billion. I don't know if like these zeros are supposed to symbolize something else. Doesn't matter. But you get the point. It's it's worthless. It's worthless currency. And
It's
we're
like
just,
Zimbabwean.
yeah, but we're just
money.
dependent.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. You're dependent. Like
Yeah.
if you want to live in modern society, you need an iPhone.
Yeah.
And you need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You need access to general hygiene and food.
Yes.
You need a roof over your head. Like there's a certain hierarchy that you need just to like get by.
Yeah.
And that hierarchy is built on nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Like no.
Built on nothing. Like I mean,
no.
don't you remember how like recently there was like a scare around the debt ceiling being reached by America, and that if
Yeah.
America doesn't do something soon, and America's gonna be really fucked.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like fear around it.
Yeah.
And then experts were saying, we all know what they're gonna do. And what did they do? They just made the ceiling higher.
Yeah.
It's so convenient.
But
If
I also
every time
just
you get
think-
into trouble, you can just
Yeah, but I also think it's just a lot of fear mongering. That's what it is. Because if it's really that big of a deal, then
But how many people do you see now when you talk to them? They're like, I don't watch the news anymore.
no. So many. I think it's better.
Yeah, I just don't watch the news anymore because it's always bad news. It's always fear mongering. There's always an agenda. And actually, fair enough. Like,
Yeah, like we can loop into this right
Let's
now.
loop
Yeah,
into
that's
this right
literally
now.
what I was going to say.
put your headphones on.
Yeah.
This is wild. I don't think people are realizing the significance of what Donald Trump just did last night. So yesterday at 9 p.m. on Fox News was the highly anticipated first Republican primary debate. And it's always massive because this is the first time leading up to the 2024 presidential election that the public get a real look at the candidates and how they perform under pressure. So while Trump may be in the life of the party in the primary debates in 2016, this time he made the controversial decision
smart.
to skip the debate and instead reach out to Tucker Carlson, the former Fox show host, post and do an interview with him on
smart.
X, Twitter. What's crazier is that they literally set up as direct competition, deciding to post the interview at 8:55, 5 minutes before Fox News went live with their debates. And at that point, it was no longer Trump versus his ops. It became a head-to-head match between cable news and social media. For perspective, the highest-rated primary debate that Fox has had is 24 million views. But in the first 4 minutes of posting on X, Trump's interview amassed a staggering 10.7 million views. And 14 hours later, at the time of recording this, it is over 200 million. Just think about this. Politicians and cable news for the longest time have been like that. And for people from one of the most traditional sectors we've got to be moving away from legacy media and towards new media is actually wild. Honestly, we don't know whether the results will be positive or negative yet, but one thing is for sure. The way that we are consuming information is changing. And what happened last night was a critical moment along the way. So the question is, do you think the changing way we're now getting our information is a good thing, or could it be dangerous?
Now listen, I'm just going to quickly jump in and say this. So we're changing the way that we consume information, right?
Yeah.
Because attention spans, and we all got busy lives, and we all
Yeah.
got social media. So nobody has time to just sit in front of CNN and wait.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing. Like, we don't want to hear all the negative shit anymore.
But even a TikToker can be bought off,
yeah.
right? Dylan Page has a lot of integrity.
Yeah.
But how much integrity does anybody have if you offer them like $300 million?
Yeah,
right?
it depends how much they're making. All right.
So what I'm saying is, like, you could always, like, also depending on your beliefs. Like,
Yeah.
if I made content, I would probably steer in one direction.
Yeah, of course.
The concept, though, of being able to just get your news in a minute.
Yeah. But like the things that you need to know.
But the thing is, Dylan Page does a great job.
Yeah.
Because he just says, this is what's happening. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
CNN, MSNBC, Fox, any fucking big news organization.
They're disgusting and this and that. And then
We caught them. Look at this video that we found from 7 years
really-
ago
that's really
where
the
Joe
American-
Biden says that he doesn't like gay people and now he's the head of the LGBTQ movement. Look at this video from 5 years ago. It's like...
but then in the Netherlands, they do it more subliminally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think that people should make their own opinions,
Yeah.
right? And you remember like COVID, like, don't do your own research. Like, do your own research.
Yeah, do your own...
Form your own opinion.
Yeah.
And then vote the way that you feel you want to. It's called democracy. That's how democracy is supposed
But
to
that's
work.
not what's happening.
And a lot.
No, stop with that.
I'm joking. But no, in all seriousness, don't be so married to your ideas.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Be open and like have a debate. Like if you meet somebody that thinks the earth is flat, or if you meet somebody that's like pro-Ukraine, pro-Russia, pro this, pro that, sit down and be like, why? What did you research that I haven't
Yeah,
seen?
exactly.
And formulate an opinion based on that interaction with that individual.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just say, oh, here's a flat earther.
Yeah, exactly.
And group them all into the same
exactly.
class.
Yeah.
Because you can meet a lot of people that are like anti-abortion, but then like pro-gun.
Well, I had that with my one friend, the one that you don't like very much, that she had an opinion about the vaccine, of course, because she had adverse reaction to the HPV vaccine. But then I spoke to her about a friend who I am now going on holiday with, who is very much on our side with a lot of things. But then she was very against the abortion thing. So against abortion, right? So she was on that side. And now every time I mentioned her to the other friend, every time I said, yeah, no, I'm going with another friend. Oh, is this the friend that's that's against abortion?
No.
Like instantly, it's like, do you even want to hear her like thought process on it before you just...
No.
And oh my God, yeah.
Because that's the thing. Look, like we have to just let people exist. Like,
Yeah.
look, there's going to be a guy that wants to live in the woods and shoot animals and eat animals. And then there's going to be a guy that wants to live in the city and eat vegan and blah, blah, blah. And they should both be able to exist, and they should also both be able to...
But you should just hear each
have a
other
conversation.
out. Yeah, just hear it. Like, why do you think...
Do I play around with like, oh, it's vegan.
Yeah, of course.
Vegans are just this and that. Yes, I do. I joke around. But if I meet a vegan in real life...
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How long have you been a vegan? Why are you a vegan? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Let
Okay,
me
well, I
hear
mean,
the reason.
clearly it worked for you. You're doing a great job. Well done.
Yeah.
No, really, like, honestly, like, it's working for you. Like, the thing is, the reason why I ask a lot of vegans why they're vegan is
Yeah.
because a lot of them don't have an answer.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if I ask a lot of them, like, from a nutritional aspect about veganism, none of them have an answer.
No.
But occasionally you'll meet somebody that's got their head screwed on straight,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's this one Twitch streamer called CDN the Third, and he's been vegan, and he goes to the gym, and he watches his nutrition, and he's very good with eating healthy, and he believes in veganism,
And he believes in veganism because?
well, I'm not exactly sure why, but I know that he loves being vegan, and he thinks that it's a stronger, healthier way to live, and it's working for him.
Yeah.
His body agrees with it.
Yeah.
Everything in his lifestyle, like, it's working for him. So, like, why the hell, whatever his reason is, like, whether it's animal activism, factory farming,
Yeah.
cruelty, environmentalism, general health perspective.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's a lot of people who are on the carnivore diet who think they're doing it for a health perspective.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Peterson, he says, when carnivore, all of my gastrointestinal stuff stopped.
Yeah.
Do it,
Yeah.
but coexist.
Yeah.
And speak to somebody that's on
Yeah,
the opposite
exactly.
side of the fence and become
Yeah,
friends.
understand. Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to build a fucking Nazi wall and then start dropping bombs
No,
on each
exactly,
other.
100%.
My way is the way, and we're going to kill everybody else
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah,
agree with us. Like, I
no,
mean, that sounds
exactly.
very Nazi-ish.
Yeah.
And that's why Russia refers to Western Europe as Nazis. He says that on stage. This is a war against neoliberalism, whatever, Nazis.
Yeah.
Because it's like, my way or
the highway.
we're going to gas you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to shut your bank accounts
We're
down.
going to create earthquakes. We're going to
create-
attack your.
We're going to track you. We're
We're going to start a war in a country somewhere.
create a
so that-
social rating system. Like,
Yeah.
that's scary.
It's very scary.
That's very scary.
Very scary.
And again, like, just don't be married to your ideas.
Yeah,
And you
my
know-
way, or you lose your job, or you won't be allowed in anywhere.
Get kicked out of the
or-
military.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could happen
Oh
to you if
my
you just
God.
disagreed with the vaccine.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
And if you think that you're doing the right thing, you're always going to justify the ends with the means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if we don't do it, everybody's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I disagree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
It's crazy.
I just think being married to your ideas is the worst thing you can do for yourself. It's also the biggest way to look like a cock.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
If you're
who
like
you know who
so-
learned that firsthand? Joe Rogan.
How do you mean?
When everything is recorded and
Yeah,
people can
yeah.
show you how wrong you are,
Yeah.
you kind of start going, I don't know if I should just have an opinion.
No, exactly.
I think
You
I should wait
first
and talk to
ask about
people.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because in real life, I mean, I could sit down with somebody and be like,
I'm fucking anti-abortion, and you're.
and then 5 years later, I could change my mind.
Yeah, exactly. And then you
Nobody's
look
gonna call
ridiculous.
me out on my
no.
shit. There's no video.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
But
like,
if you change your tune,
yeah, and a lot of people change their
yeah,
tune.
of course, because they get more perspective.
Or information.
Yeah.
Or maybe they speak to
Different
a victim of
information.
something.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, and then you change your
100%.
opinion.
Yeah,
But then they
100%.
don't go, like Democrats in America right now, they don't go, oh, you know what? Shit.
Yes.
We were wrong. Whoops.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at the time, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get a lot of deflecting.
That never happened.
So
How do you know that?
how do you know that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And you're just cultivating this weird, like, back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, like, everything gets so heated and then everybody just forgets about it.
Yeah.
Like the gun control debate, like, you know, action is better than inaction.
Oh, yeah.
And people are on both sides of the fence and they're fighting too hard.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything. It just keeps going.
Yeah, of course.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be married to your ideas, because I've learned that
To not be married to your ideas.
every idea I was married to changed.
Yeah. For sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't married to them. I don't think I was ever married to my ideas.
Yeah.
Not many of them.
No, I was married to quite a few ideas, and
What
I was married
ideas
to
were
quite a few
you
beliefs.
married to?
I can't remember now off the top of my head.
No.
But also, like, with the abortion thing, right? Like, I have my opinion now.
Yeah.
And my opinion can change.
Yeah, for sure. Of course it can.
You know, like, we know somebody whose opinion changed.
Yeah.
You know, it can happen.
Yeah.
However, there's like an opinion that you can have also, this is a good point, for yourself
Yeah.
in your own life.
Yeah.
And then you can have an opinion for the general public. Like, you could, for example, say in this household,
Yeah.
no one is allowed to do drugs, fuck you.
Yeah.
But then you could also say, but it should be legal in the world so that people have the right to choose. Right? You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want with your own life.
But doesn't that make you a bit of a hypocrite?
It doesn't matter if it makes you a hypocrite. You get to do what you want to do in your own life.
Yeah, of course.
You're allowed to be a hypocrite. You're allowed to be an asshole. You're allowed to be whatever you want. It's everybody else's choice to decide whether they want to deal with that.
Yeah, I just don't like being a hypocrite. Like, imagine if like, oh yeah, they can all cheat, but you're not allowed to cheat. Like, or I can cheat, but you're not allowed to cheat.
The concept is, I'm allowed to cheat. You're not allowed to cheat. And no one else is allowed to cheat. It's illegal for everyone.
Yeah.
Cheating should be legal. Drugs should be legal. Things should be legal. You should have access to things. Whether you do it or not is totally up to you. But it shouldn't be restricted.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be
Okay.
governmentally restricted over a population of hundreds of millions of people. Like, it should come down to the individual, and it's bringing us back to independent news sources. Like, you should be able to do your own research. You should be allowed to have your own beliefs, and you should be allowed to talk about those beliefs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be like,
But there
well,
there should just be an open conversation instead of like putting someone in a box straight away. You know what I mean?
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the general,
exactly.
That's the general point here. Like, if you're having a one-on-one interaction with somebody, like, just give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
Hear
of
them
course.
out.
Just hear them out. Just see their perspective.
I mean, sure, like, sometimes you're going to meet crazy people, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, just let them be crazy. Like, what are you going to do by trying to change them? And if you are going to try to change them, Democrats, do it with a smile. Like, you don't always have to be like, you racist bigot, like, because now that person's going to get locked in.
yeah.
Just go up to somebody and be like, yeah, okay, clearly you don't know, so let me show you. Like,
Yeah.
this is how this works.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, fuck, I feel very embarrassed. It's like,
Well, it depends how you.
I know
yeah.
you feel embarrassed, but it's okay. Don't worry, it's fine. But if somebody is like unsure of something, like, you're a piece of shit, and everybody's looking at you, like, they're going to defend themselves.
Yeah.
It's not the way to get what you want.
No.
So, yeah, with this whole Tucker Carlson thing with Trump, it's just like kind of obvious, man. Like, why would you watch some shit news show for hours
It's so-
and then watch these old fucking stupid guys argue? Yeah, but back in 2016, you told me, no, I didn't. And just watch them argue about who gets to be president. And then
Yeah.
Donald Trump is just like, I'm just going to go talk to Tucker.
It's not mandatory to be part of that. But was Biden there then?
No.
No, because he was also not going to campaign.
No, Biden is out of everything. Biden doesn't want to show up to any campaigns,
Why?
any debates. He doesn't want to show.
Why?
His team won't allow him.
Because he's old and senile.
His team will not allow it. Did you know that there's an entire team that watches Biden 24/7 and will direct him away from microphones? Because apparently, when he sees a microphone, he just like starts going to it and he starts saying things. So it's like a big mission to like make sure they have to ahead of time make sure there's no microphones.
Because otherwise, what will he do? What will he
There's
say?
videos of him. Like, I'll try to find
Please
one.
show me.
But like, he'll just walk up to the microphone. Like, no, like, people are just talking and chilling. He's not supposed to be talking. He's just like, so that's basically, you know, I mean, the truth is that my legs are, and then he just like says somewhere, and then he's just like, and then he just walks off.
Oh my god.
It's insane. Also, have you seen this video?
Insane.
Have you seen this video?
Why? Oh my god, this is such a joke, man. It's entertaining, that's for sure.
This is more recent.
Show me. Show me, show me.
Yeah, put your headphones on.
Okay.
This one's really funny.
Okay.
Because nobody likes him.
I'm excited.
Joe Biden is now the most unpopular person in virtually any room he enters. If you doubt it, watch this. This was the scene at the White House today.
The White
Take
House.
a careful look at
He's
this.
the
You've never
president
seen
of the United
anything
States.
like it.
Everybody's ghosting him.
That's the President of the United States in his own house, shunned. Nobody would talk to him. So Biden wandered off looking vacant as a crowd formed around a former president, Barack Obama, who was obviously deeply grateful for the attention. And then it got worse. It got much more poignant than that. Watch Biden try to horn in on the conversation swirling around Obama. Everyone involved in that conversation, including Kamala Harris, who supposedly works for Biden, ignored Biden completely. Biden desperately tried to get Obama's attention. He puts his hand on Obama's shoulder. He even calls him Barack, like they're friends. But Obama blows him off. He acts like Biden's not even there. Ask yourself if you have ever in your life seen anything sadder than this.
President of the United States. Most important man in the room.
Joe Biden is now the most unpopular.
Oh my God. That's a president who needs to be respected. Do you think Obama is still actually the one running shit?
No.
No?
Obama, no president runs anything. You know what else is really crazy is Donald Trump saw videos of Joe Biden like shirtless at the beach, chilling, and Trump was like, I don't think that a president should ever be caught like that, because that is not a symbol of strength. And also, you're the president of the United States. You're not supposed to be at the beach hanging out. You're supposed to be working. And I heard that and I was like, yeah, you're supposed to be working like every day. It's a 4-year job. That's it. And you need to fix a lot of things. Why are you at the beach?
But aren't you allowed to have like a day off?
You're the president of the
But
United
if you would
States.
see Obama on the beach.
It's supposed to be strength.
Yeah.
Strength and pride and power and dominance and we are number one and this is what's gonna fucking happen, so fucking listen up. It's not supposed to be like on your little bicycleta and then, oh, I've fallen off. You gotta understand, man, like it's one thing for us here in the, I guess, Western worlds, with Western educations, like English speakers. It's one thing for us to be like, ha ha ha, Sleepy Joe, old man, he's just senile, blah blah blah, little bitch. Dude, communist Russia and people who don't speak English, that just get the translations.
Like, oh,
India, Korea, China, fucking or Africa, like these places, they're probably looking at, because like, listen, here in Eastern Europe, like values are important. Like, you need to be a man and you need to show strength. And like when they see this, they're like, oh, America is ready for a fight, huh? Because they smell it in the blood, in the water. They smell the blood in the water. They're like, it's time. It's time.
That is the thing with Trump. He may be like also almost
He's
80,
scary.
But he's like...
He's scary because he's a great businessman.
Yeah.
He's a very manipulative...
He knows how to...
master of communication. Yeah. He's very intelligent. Please don't underestimate Donald Trump. He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
And if he calls your phone, you answer the phone. Because if you don't call the phone, Trump's going to get angry. And if Trump gets angry, he's going to hold a grudge. And he's going to fuck with you. That's what happened with the Saudis. They weren't answering Joe Biden's calls. Calling, nothing. Calling, nothing. Calling, sir, it's Joe Biden. He's on the... Like, tons of fuck himself. With Trump, it's like, give me the phone.
Yeah.
Because A...
someone you can work with.
He's going to cut a deal with you. You're going to benefit somehow. B, if you don't cut a deal with him and benefit, then you're going to get fucked.
Yeah.
Because he's going to do it without you. And that's just a successful businessman at work. And that's honestly the best thing that America can hope for. I think, look...
But how about...
RFK Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should win.
Yeah.
I think 100% he should win.
But was he at the campaign or what's happening there?
I don't know. Most likely not.
No. But who was then debating? Is he actually running? RFK Jr.?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll find it.
They're just not like
next episode.
Putting any news out there about him though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to bury him.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna look it up.
Just interesting.
Yeah.
Just interesting. Like.
Yeah.
I think the best thing, because America is screwed and the Western world is screwed.
Yeah.
You've woken a sleeping bear.
Yeah.
And the best thing for America, I think, would be to get somebody like Trump
Yeah.
back in office, or men in black suits, BlackRock, whoever fucking runs shit. I would heavily advise having a meeting with the leaders of BRICS
Yeah.
and saying, okay, let's cut a deal.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have done great, and you deserve the trophy, and you deserve the title of number one. You got us. We fucked up. We messed around and we fucked up. We're going to try to get you back, though.
Yeah.
In like 20, 30, 40 years. It's going to take time, but we're going to try to like, we're going to fight you. We're going to try to like win. But that's it. You win.
Healthy competition.
High five. You win. Congratulations. You're going to be number one. You did it. You played the long game.
Yeah.
But let's cut a deal. Don't shut us out.
Yeah.
Let's cut a deal with the resources, cut a deal with the development projects, cut a deal with the munitions companies. Just let's cut a deal.
Yeah.
You guys win. You get most of the profits. You get
Yeah.
most of the win. You win. And we got to work extra hard now to build us back up.
Yeah.
And then go back to your country and be like, okay, guys, we got to accept the L. Let's start really fixing unemployment. Let's start
Yeah.
getting all of our companies that are situated in Philippines and China, let's bring them all back home. Let's cut weight. Let's like make a plan. Let's start exporting goods again. And let's create a good relationship with these BRICS nations so we can get our pipelines
Yeah.
to work and yada, yada, yada. And then let's take time.
Mm-hmm.
But right now they're trying to, again, the ends justify the means. They're trying to aggressively
Yeah.
hold on to their
Yeah.
position
The power.
by murdering people and staging coups
Yeah.
and planting government officials. And that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And it worked
Yeah.
when you were climbing to the top.
Yeah.
But along the way, your ship got a little bit too heavy and it's broken now. It doesn't work. That machine, that evil CIA crazy machine just doesn't work anymore.
No.
And you need to take a new approach.
It's also because people are seeing through the shit.
So I would heavily advise that America cut a deal.
Yeah.
You know, go have a meeting. Go get
think so.
Putin. Go get, what's his name, Xi Jinping. Go get all of those presidents from everywhere, sit in a room and be like, listen, you guys win.
If that's what's going on, of course.
Yeah, if that's what's going
Yeah.
on, then yes.
If
Because,
that's the real story.
you know, at some point, like we're watching Narcos, like at some point you need to gauge where you're at
Yeah.
and maybe take the deal that they're giving you. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's shitty, but it's like you need to choose if you're going to continue this lifestyle and get shot and get killed, or we can give you a deal.
Yeah.
5 years in prison, give us the names of the people, and we'll let you keep your money,
Yeah.
right? America is choosing, fuck you.
Yeah.
We're going to win it all, or we're going to win nothing.
Yeah, but that's what they've done most
I
of the
think cut
time.
a deal, man.
Yeah.
Just snitch.
Let's see.
Snitch. I'm not saying be a snitch in real life. I'm saying, like, in this situation, America can't afford to lose. They're less than 300 years old.
No, 100%. Like, this is it. It's make or break right now.
Yeah.
When would the new president be reinstated?
You're playing
Beginning of
against countries that are thousands
when
of
would
years
when would
old.
the new president be reinstated? In like January?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Right?
January. January 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, 2025.
No. 2024. What?
What? Is Biden here for... Huh?
No, that makes no sense. There's elections now, no?
But it says every 4 years on January
Yeah.
20th. Trump became president in 2016
Yeah.
and he stopped in 2020.
Yeah.
So it must be 2024.
Four. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Why would they be doing this whole campaign now?
Stupid. So we get a new iPhone, we get a new president.
Yes.
That's how that works.
That's how that works. All right. I think we got to cut it
Okay.
here. Yeah. So long.
Farewell.
I wait and say goodbye.
Adieu. Adieu.
To you and
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. You want to end it with some improv or you just want to end it?
No, let's end it.
Okay.
We don't have time.
Please don't cancel it.
Please don't cancel us, no. Please don't cancel us. We're talking fake news and conspiracies. Come on, please don't cancel us. And though our subjects are all sensitive, come on, please don't cancel us.